All right. I do believe we're live and Arlene is here. Say
Hi, Irene.
say hi again, Arlene, to make sure everything's working. Would you please? Hmm, Arlene. I don't think anybody knows we're going to be on. So might just be you, me, and
Oh, well. Will
well,
art?
yeah, we can art, right? Says I'm live, right? Let me
Yes,
hit.
it does. I got the notification too.
Okay, you did. All righty. Ah, Arlene is saying hi to you, Carol.
Hi,
Yes.
Irene.
And I'm going to be right back because I want to show thank you. I
Hi,
want to
Heaven
show
Gifted.
everybody the thing that you sent me. I love that little critter. It is so adorable.
Mary Lou. Hi.
Ah,
So how is everybody? Oh, put yourself bigger so everybody can see what you're going to
yep,
show.
I will. Let me set my butt down again. This is this lovely little, hi, Mary Lou. This lovely little critter that I got from Arlene. How do I go big? Hmm. Let's see. Hi, Barb.
Hi,
Isn't
Barb.
this the cutest thing you've ever seen? Can you see him? Her, it.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Look at this. I love this. This looks like some blocks of wood. Oh, look, there's an embossed Empire State Building in the back. Oh, is that those? Is that looks like a wooden domino that Arlene has glued together, and she's got this like. Oh, look at this. I will give rest. And this stuff here, it's a little dark, unfortunately, but
Come on. There
it's just adorable. I know that's a clock part because I have clock. It's hard to say. Clock parts. And look at the hair. Oh gosh, little chain, little flower. Arlene, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You can, whoop, I'm sorry. And put a spring in your step. Maybe it's better over here. But thank you so much. And all the other goodies too. So I just I have a right over where I have my where I do my right on the little ledge by my sink. So I see her every time I stand at the kitchen sink, which is a lot. So
I
thank you.
love her art. It's so creative.
It is. I want to do this so bad. You know what I have? I'll start waving this around because it's probably making people sick. Um, I I buy the. Are you kidding me? Her legs are Dee Dee Willingham's old paintbrushes. Oh,
Wow, history.
history. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hi, Journey. Hi, Barb. Isn't that amazing? Oh, wow. I just, I can't stop. Every time I pick it up, I see one more little detail. Um, and the base looks like a piece of slate. Yes. Oh, thank you again so much. I buy Colesman mustard, and it comes in a yellow tin can. I don't know whether anybody's familiar with that product. Um, it's powder, and you add water or beer or wine, I guess, to reconstitute it, and it
Hmm.
is hot. I mean, hot. It'll clear your sinuses. It'll clear your brain. Anything that's foggy will no longer be foggy. Uh, Onyx slice. Oh, wow. That is an onyx slice. My senior class ring, the stone in my high school ring is onyx. Now, can I ask? Hello, heavily gifted today. You can see the shiny here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Arlene, this mustard will blow your head off. But it's good. But and when you mix it, it's a 1 teaspoon of mustard to 1 teaspoon of water. But you can add obviously more liquid to the powder to make it less potent. But it's unbelievable. Oh, Mary must be the name. Heavenly gifted today's name must be Mary. No, she's saying hello to Mary. It's okay. But I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for showing up on a Sunday afternoon. I didn't do a good job about telling people that I was going on.
I didn't do that much for mine either.
And I was telling Carol that the week just got away from me, doing frivolous things, not getting anything done.
Yeah, this week's been brutal.
And,
Trying to get all the packages together.
oh, I
and
can't imagine. Well,
they're
I'm
all
glad you have
going
a lot
out.
of packages to get together. That's a good thing.
And then I was sick, so it's like,
Oh, I've been really lucky in that
there
regard.
are allergies, but
Yeah.
they can
Yeah,
they can really wear you down.
Yeah. You were sounding pretty snotty there, just saying.
Yes, really.
Not that you are. I'm just saying that's the way.
I know.
I guess that's the. So the saga continues with Alice. I'm having a lot of trouble. Wrapping my head around this. I keep on trying to follow this one journal style from Bohemian Crafting, and Arlene was correct. It is Bohemian. Is it Bohemian Crafting, not Crafter? And if you haven't seen any of her stuff, it's just incredible. But anyway, so I got my little. Whoops! I have to undo the wobbly thing that Aunt Beck sent me. I gotta do at least one wobble of Alice as she's going down the rabbit hole. Okay. And let's see where we left off.
Hi, Laura.
I added. Hi, Laura. I'm not seeing that.
Mary Lou.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Laura. Hey, I watched some of your stream with the shabby. Was it what they call shabby tags?
Shabby tags.
I love
I
those.
watched it too.
I thought that was awesome. I could really get into making a whole bunch of those for sure, because I have a lot of stuff like that too. So that would be a lot of fun. Let me see. I think I added this little tag last week just to keep things from flipping flopping. I did this. I finished. I don't think I. But this undoes. I can't even talk. This undoes. As we know. Thank you,
You can make
Arlene.
yourself bigger so they can see what you're doing with your page.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't do a really good. This was not a great idea of tying this. All right. I'll do that again. Let's see. Did I do it right the first time? No, I want to have us both in here big. No? Can I just click on me and let make me big? No.
Yeah, in your little box down below, there's a little on the left side of your.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. All righty. So this is I added this last week, I think. I did this. And of course this comes and this opens and this reveals, and this little thing holds this down, and then you can open that up, and then you can reveal the smoking caterpillar. And then you can open this, and there's a pocket here, and then some more open smoking caterpillar. I can't explain myself. I'm afraid, sir, said Alice, because I'm not myself, you see. And how many of us have days like that? A lot. I'm not myself, you see. And then there's another illustration. So that's a page. And then this one, in this book that I'm using, it's an annotated 150th anniversary, and they have a lot of artwork from other artists who of their interpretations. And you can't really see this. Uh-oh. What did I do?
Oh, you lost your picture.
Uh-oh.
There you. Nope. Now I'm there. Uh-oh, we lost Dan. I'm getting ready for my March journal scroll, is what I'm doing. This is the color of choice for March. And Anne is back, but no picture.
Well, looks like your camera was unplugged. All righty. It was unplugged, but I plugged it in. Let me try again.
You might have to go back in and select your camera. So go down to settings in video.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And camera. Live. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it says it's that camera selected. Maybe I need to leave and come back.
It's possible you might have to go out and come back in.
I will. Click the camera button to turn it back on. Click the camera button.
Your stop cam, and then
Oh, gotcha.
there you are.
Hello. Woo. You know, your heart goes a little flutter. Flutter, flutter, flutter. I am so nervous, folks. I can't even begin to tell you how nervous I am. So I won't, but I am.
You should be a pro by now. Come on.
Well, you know, the person that got me started and is in the room. And, you know, we kind of agreed that I was no longer going to shout out about all that she did to push, encourage, shove to get me started. But that lovely woman is in the chat right now. And I am eternally grateful for all of her encouragement and all of her pushing and shoving, because I don't think I, would be where I am.
You're a pro at this.
Well, I don't know. I don't
It's
really.
just the technical part, you did all the lives on the hops.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. But
and just think of this as a hop that you do every Sunday.
That's a good idea. Just look at it as a hop. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just having fun. That's how I got past restarting it all over again. The more you do it, the more you get to a point where, all right, let's just hope the technical part goes well, because everything else is a breeze.
That's true. That's a good point. And Laura says, I understand, and we are all ready to get nervous. Yep.
Yeah,
we all really do get nervous. Yes. And, but anyway, this lovely person, she just happens to live in Jersey. Just saying. That's a hint.
I wouldn't know that.
Maybe you can figure out who this wonderful woman is. But anyway, so here's a shout out to Jersey girls. My daughter-in-law is a Jersey girl also, and they're pretty feisty folk. I think it comes from the water in Jersey. I'm not sure though. Life takes courage. It sure does, Laura. So anyway, let's see where I've left off. I titled these pages. I printed out the titles for them. So I thought, for these chapters. And I read Alice in Wonderland, years and years ago, and I've read bits and pieces of it recently, but I couldn't verbatim talk about in great detail, what's going on other than the obvious uh, that we all kind of remember. We have the rabbit, and he's always late, and we have the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and then later on we've got the crazy Duchess, and who wants to cut off her head, and we've got of course the stoned, the hookah and the stone caterpillar, or however. But anyway, this chapter where these two appear is called Pig and Pepper. And there's a scene where there's a woman in a kitchen. I don't know if anybody remembers. She's in the kitchen and she's holding a child, and it's really violent, and she's shaking pepper in the baby's face. And then I don't know, there's a pig, and then they throw the pig at Alice, and Alice is running around with this pig, and she thinks it's the baby. So I won't elaborate any further because is confusing enough. Ooh, new glue stick. Whoa, new brand, folks, and it is sticky. It's called Scotch Create. This is the glue stick that Pam from Paper Outpost uses, and it's pretty. It is.
I have the Uhu.
Uno or Uni? No.
Uhu. Uhu.
Uhu. That's German, I think.
That's the ones I have. I got them off of Amazon.
Yeah, that's a good product. And they have a like a E6000 version too that comes in a tube.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's really potent. I think I put this on. I have another flappy. I mean, this is Ava of Bohemian Crafting is known for her. I mean, she's got things that lift up sideways, downways, and so this is another one. So let's stick a picture in here. I added this. I was gonna stick this in, glue this down. Or did I? No, I didn't. I think I'll use some double-sided tape on that. And the whole one of the I love the yeah, it's beyond my pay grade. Yeah, that's pricey stuff. Yeah. Well, I've been using Amazon Basic for. I bought it by the, by the case, not the case, but a box of it, and that's good. It's very sticky, which you want, but sometimes it's too sticky. There's no wiggle room. But right now on my table, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you count matte, medium, 5 different glues right to the right of me. And it's amazing. They all serve a purpose. And Elmer's.
Yep.
Yeah. Elmer's, I have Elmer's among those. Yep, Elmer's in there. Classic, right? And I was watching a guy by the name of Mike Deacon, he's a.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know.
He's been using a purple Elmer's, like at school grade. And it's purple, so you can see it when it goes on, like the purple glue sticks. A glue party, yes.
Jersey girl to come on a Sunday with us.
I'm sorry?
We'll have to get that Laura to come on Sunday with us.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That would be awesome. It would be kind of like, not a payback, but it would be great to have her on. That's all right. Let's put it on backwards, Ann. Sure. Oh, yeah. And let's put the tape on backwards, too. Sure. Why not? I'm just a backwards kind of person. Well, I was breech birth, so I came into this world ass backwards. And so it seems like that's how it's supposed to go. But that's okay, because now I can have like a little, as Ava would say, a little tuck spot. Maybe I'll put a little thing here. Laura's saying yes. Woo, 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 woo. Okay.
Yep.
You've got
Next Sunday, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yeah. I found a fortune, a Chinese fortune. Hi, Mariah. You guys were hysterical.
I know. I love watching them.
What a team. Mom and daughter team. That is just, you are so fun. And you're so patient. I've been playing, I think I mentioned this last week. I don't know what we were playing last week. My oldest son and I have started playing World of Warcraft. And I think I mentioned that last week.
Yep.
So that was part of where the week got blown away.
It goes fast when you play games.
Oh my gosh. And again, I was telling you how patient he was with me. And if you'd only listen to the conversation, all you could hear him saying, Mom, no, Mom. Look in the upper left-hand corner, Mom. No, don't, no. And we're sharing screens in Zoom, so he can tell me what to do. So we got my character.
That makes the most beautiful memories, though.
Yes, and I was afraid. After we played, we took this week off, so we played almost every day this week.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yes, and so I said to him, I said, I hope you're having fun, because I don't, it. And it was kind of his idea, and he said, No, I'm having a blast. It's so much fun to play with somebody else. He said, I've always wanted to play World of Warcraft and never have, and. So he's enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And it's, and we're talking, and, he's helping me out. And occasionally I have an idea that is a good idea that works. So I feel good about that. And I'm not sure who these two characters are, but they're in this chapter, and I will leave them in here for now, if you folks don't mind. And I should probably put something up here. Ava always will have like some sort of journaling card. So, and something that can flip up. And I cut out a whole bunch of bits and pieces, the things to frame pictures, but they came out a little bit too big, but I'm going to have something like that would look. We could flip that up. Maybe not. So I'm hoping everybody is well. Oh, Laura, yeah, it is pretty, yeah. It's unexpected, and we're having a good time. And his wife hasn't said anything. I mean, I don't know. But she's off doing her thing, and she doesn't, I guess she's fine with us we're playing for 2 and 3 hours a day. It's not just a little bit, we're playing a lot. So, but it's going well. All right, Arlene, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for this lovely lady with this awesome hairdo. And thanks again. You take care. Rest well. I hope you get good sleep. Good sleep. Good sleep. All right. Let's see.
I made another little house.
Oh, wow. Oh, I want to do that. I don't have any quilt stuff.
Well, you don't have to. Do you just have a piece of fabric?
Yes.
Do you have flannel or wool or a piece of felt? You put that in the middle to give it
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do
And
have
then you
some
put
felt.
another piece on the back.
And okay, I do have felt.
This I made on my treadle machine. I didn't hand stitch this one. I sewed this one on the machine.
Oh, that's so cool.
But I didn't, nothing's perfect. So I went around it twice just to give it that sketchy look.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you put a piece of felt in the middle, then it makes these little areas puff up, makes it 3D.
Yeah, I do have felt, as
So
a matter of fact.
you could put a little piece of felt in the middle.
Okay, I could put a little, okay, and then put another piece of fabric on the back side.
Side. Yep,
And
just plain piece of felt.
Okay.
See, these are 4x4s.
Yeah,
I got these for beading, for backing for beading.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, thanks, everybody. Yeah, that's what we did on Saturday, like
Mhm.
little friendship houses to put on our journal scrolls or whatever, just for fun.
Yes, and Aunt Bex came out really cool too, didn't it?
Oh, I'll say.
That was so cool. I think I like that. I think I'll do that. Yeah, Aunt Bex's came out awesome.
Barbara. It was easy. It's just pieces. Just if you don't have the needle part, just use glue.
Right.
Glue
I
it
have
down.
I have a sewing machine that I actually know how to use. As you can see, look, all of this is stitched. I mean, oh man, that really pushed the limit on that poor little $57 sewing machine. It has no name on it. It's no brand, no name, and I'm really putting it through its paces. I'll tell you. And so I would sew that. I would take that. I would do the felt right, and then I would
Take your fabric, your felt.
yeah, make the sandwich, so to speak, and then I would stitch it.
Yep.
And then
Put it in there, just like that.
okay.
And then
I could even kind of go kind of up and down, wiggly wobbly to make it look quiltish.
yeah.
Yeah.
You do whatever you like to do, however
Right.
you like to stitch.
Right. And then maybe hand stitch some of the pieces for the house. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
You can put little flowers and stuff on. I was going to, and it's like, I was doing flowers all morning.
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't
Yes.
want to
Yes.
do it more flowers.
Well, I like well, I have scraps of fabric that have flowers in it, so I could cut the flowers out of the fabric,
That's true.
and then
I did
applique.
that on one of them. The one that I gave away to Happy Ray with the
Oh,
drawing
yes.
away.
Yeah.
But her email never made it.
Her email to you.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
She
can she
emailed
use-
and I never got her address, so I'll have to go looking.
That's a bother when you have to hunt for emails. It just never got through, as far as you know.
No, she said she sent it. It just never, either that or she forgot the K in magical.
Oh, okay. Well, I forgot a part of my email when when I,
A couple people did. And then sometimes a couple of them, I missed putting numbers.
right.
Oh,
And then because on my PayPal account, I mean the correct email is there, right? But I screwed that up. But it's all squared away. I'm looking forward to. I think I bought one like a panel.
yes, you did. One of my stitchings.
Yes. So
I don't have any left.
no, that's great.
Yes, it was great. I'm glad everybody else is going to get to use them.
Yes.
You can put them in a wall hanging. You can use them in a quilt. You can use them in a book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I started a book. I started a cloth book quite a while ago before you were doing your scroll. Out of all of those linen dishcloths that I bought and dish linen,
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
and again, I don't know what possessed me to do that, but man, I have a lot of
Knock
them.
it off, you two.
Ooh, that was a growl.
Yeah, that's Luna. That's the grumpy butt.
I knew that. I was going to say that must be Luna because she's the growler. Oh, look at this.
Neither one are feeling good today. They've both had.
Well, yeah, that's what got me up. It was my cat puking. So I woke up to
Yeah,
cat puke.
I've had that and the diarrhea that was coming out both ends today, and I don't know what's going on. And all Loka wants to do is to lay close to her.
Oh,
And she's not feeling good herself, so she just doesn't want to be bothered.
so there's a little bit of a disagreement between them.
Yeah. Loka just wants to be loved.
Yeah. Well, Loka had a rough start.
Luna did.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Luna's the one that had the rough start.
Yeah, Loka was left alone for 15 to 18 hours a day with no food or water. That's why she's here. We just said, that's it, you can't take care of her, so.
Oh, well, I don't.
People shouldn't get animals if you can't take care of them proper.
Oh, I know. Yep. You have a cat. Yeah, she doesn't. It's amazing. It's like a cyclical. She'll go weeks without puking, and then all of a sudden she'll puke. And I don't change her diet. It's the same thing. There's no difference as to what she eats. And my other cat, Tiger, who passed away Thanksgiving, same thing with him. It would be like a puke fest. Some days both of them would puke. This is a great conversation, aren't we? But all of us who have pets have dealt with this, and that's just
exactly.
so it's just part of the territory of. And I don't change their diet at all. Didn't. It's the same old, and so.
This must be seasonal.
Fortunately, I don't have any carpet, so it's all tile, so it's easy. It's an easy cleanup. It's not. So, but it's amazing when she pukes. It's amazing how she always seems to manage to find, the grout in the tile. I mean, there's all this other place where she could puke, but it always seems to land in the, the grout area of the tile in the crevice. So, okay. So here's that part of the story that I was telling you about where Alice comes into this kitchen and here's this, talk about a grumpy butt. This woman is not, I don't know whether that's the Duchess, but this woman's holding the pepper. And there's this cat. I think this might be the Cheshire cat before Alice runs into him in the tree. And this woman, they're going to put pepper. And Alice is like wondering, what's wrong with these crazy people? This is to the best of my recollection. So, and I'm just going to start gluing these down, helter skelter. I just went through the book and started taking pictures. Palooza. Yes, the Palooza. There you go. A puke fest. And I'm sure you have no way of knowing, it's not like the dogs got into anything that you're aware of, right, Carol?
No, they don't go out without me.
Yeah. And, I mean, what would be out there, even if they got out? I mean, out beyond the...
Other than just other critters.
Yeah. Well, I know that some of these lizards here in Florida can be a little poisonous, and or make them a little loopy. And I know, no, loopy. Haha. Sorry, Mary Lou. But can make them sick. And
Yes.
but she hasn't eaten any lizards recently, so I can't blame it on any lizards. She almost got one yesterday. One was on the screened in the front porch area, and was on the inside. And man, she saw that and she went flying out there, and it was behind a watering can, and she was on that so fast. And I was, fortunately, I was faster than she was, and so she didn't get to that lizard. So that lizard lived another day. But we got lots of them.
Well, the only thing I worry about is when they get out and walking around, and if there's been another sick animal and I don't know it, like a raccoon or a possum or something that's been out there. And then they go out to go potty.
Mm-hmm.
Or the farmers putting out rat poison.
Yes, that would, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how we lost a cat. Actually, my son's cat, and the son that I played World of Warcraft with. It was a calico, and his name was very original. His name was Cal. And Dave loved that cat, and that cat loved him. I mean, Dave would come home from school, pull in the driveway, open the door to his car, and Cal would come out from wherever he was and literally jump in Dave's lap when he got home from school. And he slept with him. They just, how cats adopt people,
Yes, they do. They rule.
And Cal Dave was his man. And the guy next door had put out ant poison. Was it antifreeze around the perimeter of his building to kill ants. And apparently antifreeze is a little sweet. And Cal got into that. And he died. The guy was very sorry. He wasn't a jerk about it. He felt really bad about it. He didn't know. And that's when Cal was an indoor-outdoor cat. And when you have indoor and outdoor cats, they're going to get into stuff. Their life expectancy is several years less than indoor cats for sure, but it's hard when you have an indoor-outdoor cat because they want to be out at night and you want them to be in because you're afraid that something's going to happen to them. And but he was a super cat. I'll tell you, he was a pretty cool dude. And he was calico, even though, male calicos are very, very rare, apparently. But he definitely was a calico. He had, the markings. Kind of like Becky's cow. Callie is a calico, but she's a female. But, we've had so many pets. How many pets have you had, Carol? Do you have any? Can you even begin to?
Wow. Tons.
Yeah.
Tons.
Yep.
Growing up, we had animals, and then when we lived on the farm, we had cats and ducks and goats and cows and pigs and chickens. Bunnies.
Bunnies, yes.
We had everything for hamsters, lots of hamsters.
I can't tell you how many hamsters I went through as a kid. Oh my God. Poor things. Yeah, I went through many a hamster.
So we had lots and birds
Oh yeah, we had birds too.
the little parakeets and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Yep,
they were a very popular thing.
Yeah.
There was one day, two that I remember met their demise. One was walking around on the floor, and my brother jumped down off of the chair and smushed it. And the
Oh,
other one flew into a pot of spaghetti. Needless to say, nobody ate the spaghetti.
oh, yeah. We had a parakeet that kind of had the free range. He would fly around the house.
Yeah, they
And
had they all over. Oh, not me. And then we lived in a really huge house, and the bats were around, and a bat came down into the chimney and got in the house, and like, oh my god,
yeah,
that's one pet you don't want to have.
but they are cute. They got a
They
little.
are.
They have cute little faces. I had a bat that landed on my back when I was sleeping. A little tiny bat landed on my back, and
We caught it with a butterfly net.
well, this one, yeah. Well, this bat ended up flying down the hall and got tangled up in like some lacy curtains, and I was able to take the curtains off the curtain rod and carry it outside and let it go.
All right, Laura, have a good dinner.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you for everything. And you take care and say hi to the men's in the family. But my girlfriend and I, we thought it would be great fun. I think I've told this story before. We would take our hamsters and we would take them and put them in our shirt pockets and we'd get on our bikes and we'd go down to the playground at the elementary school. And we thought it was great fun to send the poor little things down the slide.
Oh, jeez.
And we caught them. We caught them at the bottom of the slide, and and we thought they were having a grand old time. But I'm sure poor things were terrified. But we thought it was such a fun thing to do. And then we'd put them in our pockets and ride home again on our bikes. And we'd take them outside and bury them in mounds of cut grass and then, find them again. Very interactive with them, but lots of hamsters. And I don't know, they get in that wheel at night and that wheel squeaks
Oh, yes.
and it's so annoying. And I remember putting butter on the wheel so it wouldn't squeak. That was the thing you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put butter on the wheel. I think that was before WD-40, or maybe WD-40 was around, but I wasn't aware of it. But and I would put the hamster cage, in the closet at night, so I wouldn't have to listen to it. And then I would forget to give it water.
Oh,
It would die. So.
oh yes.
And we lived. I can have a little text spot there. The high school that I went to across the street was a pet cemetery where there was gigantic tombstones to people's beloved pets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this was out on Long Island, and it was quite the facility. Acres and acres.
Thanks, Trini.
So March is going to be yellow-ish.
Yeah. That's what I picked anyways. Because my other one is blue and then purple, and I figured yellow, but I just figured I would make some little chicks.
Yeah. Oh, that's felt. That's different color felt. That's felt, right? That you have. Is that felt?
Yep.
I just have a gigantic piece of green felt that I bought to go on the dining room table. And that we would put puzzle pieces on it so the puzzle pieces would not slide all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's this huge piece of felt. And when I moved, I took it with me, not knowing what I would ever do with it. Now I know, at least 4-inch, 4x4 square of it. I know what I'm going to do with. Well, I guess I could put if I made the house, I could make it like the same, like size as my scroll and just add it as like just make the
You could
house.
stitch it right onto your scroll. You don't even have to stitch it separate.
That's true. I could, yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
So you're just going to add it as a piece to the scroll.
Yep. Because I created this, and
Right.
then I'm just going to take and put houses on my scroll.
Okay.
I'm
And
going to
then-
make a little village of colorful houses.
Okay. That's a great idea. See, I've run out of room, but I still have a couple of I've got Nettie's and your Swa. I've got Ruth's.
Yeah, I still have netties to put on.
Yeah, I've got two. I got 2 or more to go on, and so I have to add another piece of, yeah. And I like all of the little flowers and the French knots that you kind of intersperse to fill that in. I want to do that using those stitches that are in that Mystical Stitches book, because they've got some really cute, they've got some really nice designs. And
Mhm.
just add those in too. That would be a lot of fun.
Well, that's this spot is for netties, and then that's the end of February.
Okay. No, I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's my neighbor. I don't know if you can hear that or not. That's her golf cart.
Can't stay and can't hear you, but wanted to say hola and hope you have a great stream. Deb.
Oh yes, Deb's in Mexico, as we know.
Oh,
be back.
sweet.
She'll be back. They were going to go to a Japanese restaurant,
Oh, nice.
like a Benihana, where they chop up everything in front of you.
Oh, wow.
That used to be a big craze. They would come up and they would cook the whole dinner on a gigantic flat top, like a flat wok, and they would stir fry and chop things, and these guys are entertaining, throwing pieces of meat up in the air and cutting it in half with a cleaver, or cracking an egg, or one that I went to, you could have a shrimp or steak or chicken, and they would just, and then there would be usually, hi Aunt Beck, how are you? You get all your cooking done for the week? Yeah. Sounds like our Yamatos. Okay. What's a Yamato? Oh, yes, Yamatos. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. Yep, same concept. Yep.
Put that on.
And it's like usually 6 people can sit around the flat and around the grill type of thing. It's entertaining. It's fun, especially if you're going with a group of people or your family as a special. I would call it like one of a special outing type of restaurant, like for a birthday or something like that. It's Tanya's birthday today. I saw her on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Okay, so now I have a little tuck spot in here. So when I have some little pictures, they can go in here. So I don't need anything there.
It's gonna be kind of cute.
I could stick something like, I should have maybe, oh, I have a little corner thing I could put here. Yeah, I bought one digipack and I pretty much cut that all up, but it's not, you know, I don't know. I don't know why I'm struggling with this and why this has become such a challenge, but it has. I guess I'm trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be.
You're missing enjoying the process.
Bingo. You nailed it on the head. I am not enjoying the process, and that's so why. Yeah, that's exactly it. You nailed it. I'm not enjoying the process.
You might have to just set it aside for a little bit, do something else, and then go back to it.
Yeah, I have set it aside and come back to it, and that's why that was why it was the number one thing on my taking care of business. But this may be business that doesn't get taken care of. Well, I think the part of
just occasional work on it so it doesn't become overwhelming.
Yeah. And I think part of the problem is I want to make it like that particular journal that the Bohemian Crafter made.
Okay, Mary Lou. We'll be there when it's ready.
Okay. And make dinner. Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight. But you know what, Carol? I did buy waffles.
You did?
I did, because I am so intrigued.
Oh, pizza waffles are awesome. I had that for lunch.
Now, but let me ask you this. It's obvious by your comment that you made last week that you made your own waffles.
Yeah. You know the pancake mixes where you just add water?
Yeah.
Well, down below, they add a couple of tablespoons of oil to make pancakes out of that same batter.
Okay.
So that's what I did. And then when I made enough, I threw them in the freezer.
Yep.
So basically frozen waffles.
And they toast up really well. But let me ask you this. Oh, you used a batter. I was wondering that. So that comes pre-mixed. I was wondering if you made them from scratch, you probably wouldn't add any sugar.
No, it's just from the box.
So
Aunt Jemima that isn't allowed to be Aunt Jemima anymore.
Right, poor Aunt Jemima. Yes.
Poor lady.
Poor lady.
But yeah, that's what I use. And then I have a toaster oven.
Right.
So before I put them in the toaster oven, I put on a tablespoon of the pizza sauce, or you could use spaghetti sauce or whatever else you like. If you run out of all of that, ketchup works just fine. Then you put your cheese on top, and then you just put them in your toaster oven until your cheese is melted, because by the time your cheese melts, the bottom is toasted.
Okay. Well, I bought the store brand waffle, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be too sweet. But
the store brand waffles shouldn't be too bad. It's only if they are the thicker Belgian waffles that are
yeah.
I don't like Belgian waffles. I like toasted waffles and ice cream too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're very versatile.
Yes, they are.
My ex used to make a mean waffle. He was a really good waffle maker, and then he would freeze them. He'd make a batch, and then whatever was left over, he stuck them in the freezer. And then, in the morning, you just throw them in the toaster oven, and you're good to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, English muffins, or I use bread if I don't feel like making.
I've always made the English muffin pizzas.
Yeah.
So when you said waffle, that really intrigued me. So I bought some waffles. So I might do that tonight. And I have some mozzarella cheese. So,
I just had the shredded cheddar.
oh, okay.
That's all I had.
Ah, I
Toasted.
wonder, how about waffles with salsa on top instead of
Ooh,
spaghetti sauce,
yummy, yummy.
and then cheddar cheese?
That sounds good.
I might try that because I have an open thing of
Salsa.
salsa.
I love salsa.
I do too. I do a like a souped up salsa that I make as a I take just store bought salsa, not even Paul Newman's, just the Publix brand salsa, and to that I add drained black beans, sour cream, and a whole shitload of cheddar cheese, and add that, and it comes like this super duper salsa dip.
Yum.
Everything goes better with cheese
Yes, it does.
and sour cream. I add sour cream to that too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Becky is cooking her birthday dinner for herself. Okay. Now, your birthday's the first week of March, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Becky. I think. I don't remember. I know it's in March.
Yeah, I think hers is the 13th.
Oh, that's right. She has the 13th.
And her niece was born on the 7th. Hers is on the 8th, and it will be a shared party. Sisters, I think that is when her sisters were available.
No. Well, that'll be nice. My birthday is March 25th. So
hers is
I
on.
will be in Utah.
Sweet.
And I would venture to guess that my son will not even know it's my birthday. So I don't know whether I'll say anything or not. Well, actually, he's pretty good at remembering my birthday. I shouldn't say that. One is and one isn't so good. But, hey, at this point in my age, it's just another day. So keep it that way.
I'll be right back. It's time to go outside.
Okay, they've been so good.
Yeah, I know. They're asking to go out.
Yes. How?
I'll be right back.
Okay. I almost forgot they were there. Mom's going home. Okay, Becky. Fingers crossed. She's going home. Home. So what do you think, Becky? You think it's going to work, or are you a little apprehensive? That's going to be hard. I hope it works. I really do, for all of you. And I hope it works for your mom too. You know, it's been so hard on all of you. Oh, they had goats. Okay. Did they have the goats as pets, or did they milk them? Or I guess you have to milk them. Oh, I didn't realize she was in like a rural. Yeah. Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Well, as we all know, it's a lot of work to care for any type of pet. Oh, she is. They're out in the boonies. Oh, that, yeah. Okay. So when she took off, she was really in the woods. Wow. Was that a family decision that they would sell the goats and not, or was that just a decision that was made by your stepdad? Yeah. And I'll put that on there as a little kind of document. Document. Yeah, there you go, Ian. That's a document. Don't we all have documents? I can't talk. And this is a die cut that is really hard to die cut for it to cut to get all those little thingies out, you know. And it was on this paper, black and white. They had a lot of goats. Oh wow! What does one do with a lot of goats? I mean, are they milking them, selling? I mean, I know there's a market for goat's milk and goat cheese, and there are goat massages. You can go to a goat farm and have goats walk on your backs. You've seen that as a, I can't imagine. That's amazing. I mean, goat's good to eat, but that's one of those animals that's never really caught on in the States. And eating rabbit has never really caught on eating in you know, rabbits in the United States. People don't eat rabbit much in the United States. And it's really good. And they're easy to raise, and as we know, they procreate and they reproduce rather quickly. We had rabbit when I lived in Spain, in Mallorca. We had it every Sunday. And the crazy chef Alfonso would make a curried rabbit, and it was delicious. Do they eat rabbit up in Canada at all, Carol? Is that something, or is that something that people stay away from?
Oh yeah, they eat just about everything too.
Mhm.
Rabbit, and we had a goat as a pet when I was in the States, and we had to get rid of it because it was destroying the barn.
Oh, wow.
It ate 4 bags of cement
Oh, wow.
and destroyed the wood and everything. One little goat.
Oh,
So we
wow.
gave it to the neighbors. We named it Billy.
There you go.
And gave it to the neighbors and said, "Here you go. You know, he's just too much." Next
Mhm.
thing you know, he comes back over. "Hey, would you like some meat I just butchered?" "What did you butcher?" "Your goat." "I don't want Billy burgers, thank you."
Yeah, I'm not going to be eating my pet. No, no,
Nope.
no, 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 no,
Nope. No Billy
no,
burgers for me.
no Billy burgers. Well, yeah, I blame obviously the aversion to eating venison, which I love. I love venison, and you know, I blame that on. I call it the Disney effect, because you're thinking of Bambi and you're
Oh,
thinking of Thumper, you know. And I had a rabbit that I named Thumper, like Billy Goat Thumper, real original, right? But and my grandfather, who was not a pleasant person, always would threaten to make. He was going to make Hassenpfeffer stew out of my rabbit, because that's
oh,
German for rabbit stew. It's Hassenpfeffer stew, and that was his. He thought that was very funny to upset me by threatening to make Hassenpfeffer stew out of my Thumper.
on time for a vegetarian to come in.
Yeah, right. Yes, that's true. Hi, Devin. I
Devin.
didn't see you earlier. If I missed you, it's so great to see you. Yeah, yeah,
And Auntie Lupe's mom made both goat and rabbit.
sure. Portuguese, sure, absolutely. Yeah.
My son is an avid hunter, so he has had the deer, the moose, the bear, the
Mhm.
all that stuff. His favorite is bear.
Bear. I have not had bear. I've had mule deer. I've had moose. I've had venison. Um, Goat, rabbit. Um, yeah, but obviously any hunter is gonna eat what he shoots.
Yep.
Any
Hunts,
res-
fishes.
any responsible hunter. Yeah, my ex-husband and his father-in-law, they used to go up to way up north, up in Canada. Was it? Hi, Rhonda. Good evening. Bear of Wood, Woods of Bear. No, Bear of Wood.
Hi,
No,
Rhonda.
Bear Woods. Bear of. It was a lake way, way up north in Canada, and they would go muskie fishing. That was their big thing. Muskie fishing, and it's a freshwater fish, and it's very bony. But it'll jump straight up out of the water. So it's a fighting fish. It really gives you a good run for your money. I used to go up. I used to literally fly up for the weekend, not to Canada, but to upstate New York, where my father-in-law, my ex-father-in-law, and I would go fishing for a weekend, and we'd go muskie fishing. And now there's so few of them that I think the legal limit they have to be 48 inches long in order for you to keep them.
Hmm.
That's a big fish, 4 foot. That's a lot of fish. But I didn't particularly care for that. I have trouble, even though it had a lot of bones, they were big bones, so they weren't that
Oh.
difficult to.
I don't like bony fish.
No, I
I
don't
don't
either.
like finding a bone in my fish.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Rhonda's a vegetarian too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was a vegetarian. We were vegetarians probably for about, I'd say, a good 2 years. A good 2 years. I mean, we weren't vegans. We were vegetarians, so we ate cheese and eggs and lots of beans and rice. And I had a really great little tiny cookbook. It was called Recipes. What's it? Recipes for the Planet, and it was a little tiny paperback. It had some really great recipes in it. Yeah. And then Aunt Beck introduced me to this really neat cookbook, Knives Over Forks. And I've made several of those recipes thanks to Aunt Bex, because she's done them first and said, this is a good one. She's checked them out before I've made them. And that's a vegan cookbook. Really, really good recipes. A lot of work, a lot of chopping, but so good for you. Becky's asked a really. Of course, I said it backwards, Devin. I knew I had it wrong. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I said that doesn't make any sense.
So basically, plant-based.
Yeah. As soon as I said, no, that doesn't sound ass backwards. I'm telling you, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. It really is. It is a struggle. Yeah, the quinoa salad's good, and the other one that was really good was the potato and asparagus salad. You steam the asparagus. They have really really interesting dressings. And I think Becky was hardcore. Most of their dressings don't call for any oil. And I would always slip in a tablespoon of olive oil. I just need a little, fat in my dressing. But Potato salad. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm not a fan of tofu, and I know they had a lot of mock kind of tofu recipes in there, for mock like sour cream or something made out of tofu, and that just didn't really cut it.
How late do you stream? When does Mary come on?
Oh, she comes on at 6 Central, so we're at
7.
7. Mary's been streaming up almost 7 days a week.
I know. I can't. A lot of the late night ones, though. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm a morning person.
Yeah. Yes, I know, which is good. I think that's fine.
But I miss the night streams, and then I just peruse a few.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm somewhat, well, I usually fall asleep in the chair here with the TV on, and I wake up about 1 o'clock in the morning and stumble off to bed. So I've been sleeping.
I wake up, take the dogs out, and then it's like, well, now I'm cold because I was outside.
Right.
And now I'm awake now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So then I'll go on. And it's like, well, gee, nobody's on at 1 in the morning.
Oh, there's that one lady that's on Pink Poodles. She's on it.
Oh, I don't watch her too much.
No, I don't either. But she's the only one that I know that's on consistently in the wee hours of the morning. So there's another time slot if I wanted to go wee hours of the morning. I don't think so. See, that came out good. They put that striped paper on the side, and that's another little card that can go in a little tucky spot. So that's what I should just not worry about. Just take all this stuff, put it on little stuff, and stick it. I'm trying to follow the book too. Stacy, yes, that's her name. Yeah, you don't like
Barbara likes to sleep in.
Yeah. I do too now that I'm retired. I have to laugh. People always ask you when you're getting ready to retire, oh, aren't you going to be bored? And I said, well, I don't know yet. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. And then when I retired, I cannot really say that I've been bored. I don't. Some days are more productive than others, but I wouldn't use the word bored.
Yeah, my days aren't bored.
I might. And you know what I promised myself, because when I first retired, I got into a rut where I would ask myself at the end of the day, self, what did you get done today? And I realized that was pretty depressing, because then I would be I would kind of get into a rut where I would be criticizing myself because I didn't get anything done. And then I decided I was not going to ask myself that question at all, because does it matter whether I got anything done today or not? No, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously I fed the cat and but I would get really kind of like down on myself because I didn't get anything done. I don't ask that question anymore, because it doesn't. It's not.
If it gets done, it gets done. That's
Exactly.
what I look at it.
Right. And I can't, because, well, you know how we are all such critics of ourselves and our work, and and everyone always says, don't do that, don't, but it's hard not to.
And this like last minute change of plans of what you want to create, and it's like, now I got to go dig all that stuff out, and I just put all that away.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's something that I need to do, and I'd love to be able to say I got done. I've got so much crap. I know we all do. But I just, would like to just go through it, sort it. Because when I have company coming over, or I just gather it all, whatever is on my work area or whatever is like visible to people. I just gather, scoop up, and stick in like one of the like a Dollar Tree basket, and just put it in the other room, and may not open that basket again, and then I'll go in there and go, oh wow, look at all this stuff in here. I didn't, and it's like out of sight.
Barbara wants to ask me a technique question. All right, go ahead.
Go Barb.
And we're all quietly waiting.
See, Barb, I look forward to that every day, working on my own plans. Yes. Well put, Barbara. Yeah, Barbara makes some beautiful art. Beautiful stuff.
There's a lot of ladies here that make beautiful art. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
The stuff that comes out, I'm like, wow, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. And there's so much to learn. That's the exciting thing. I love learning new stuff.
Me too. And that's kind of what I was hoping that our Sundays would go into, would be people that we don't normally get to see would come on and show us what they're doing or what they like, or, what their day is about.
I think it will.
And Beck, waiting noise, do, 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 do.
Yeah, Barbara, come on. Is it going to be a Jeopardy question where we have to give is it going to be a Jeopardy answer?
She's typing a book.
And we just messed her up because now she's got to stop and ask and respond to us. All right, let's see what we got here.
You can't see the question. No, we can't see the question.
Is it stealth?
It's an invisible question.
I can send you an invite and you can come on and ask it in person.
That's strange. If she typed it, maybe she forgot. Maybe she forgot to
hit send. Because that would be something I would do. I would forget.
I do that. I do that. Or yeah, it might have been too long that it wouldn't go through. You're only allowed so many characters.
Really?
Yeah, 200, I think it is.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever. Okay. Obviously, I've never had.
I'm not a mod, so I don't see it being held.
No, it's not. Well, we don't have. Shh, don't tell
anybody. I have us up on my phone. Lay down, Luna.
Let me look on the on YouTube on my iPad.
Yeah, I brought it up on my phone so I could see.
Well, Aunt Beck's a mod, so she's not seen it.
Use the word poking the needle. It wasn't too long. I just posted it again. I don't see the question. That's strange.
Yeah, I don't see it either, and I don't see it on my iPad either.
You're making that stitch in 2 steps. Yes.
Is that the question, or
if you cut
the answer?
It won't show up. It's a buttonhole stitch. There's another word for it, but I can't think of it right off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, but see, the reason I'm not doing it all in one, making my needle go down and come back up, is because it's felt, and it's a stiffer felt because I got the stiff felt because I wanted to use it for backing my beading, which I also want to do on my stitching Sunday, is do some beading. But yes, you can go down and up all in one, but I didn't want to bend the felt too much because then it will unstiffen if it's bent too much. That's why I'm doing it in 2 steps, going down and then pushing it back up. Normally when I do the buttonhole stitch, I do it all in one swoop. It depends on the fabric. If your fabric is thick, sometimes you don't get a consistent stitch. So that's another time that I use just do poke it down and then poke it back up.
All right. Really? Oh, wow. I didn't realize the pig and pepper, the Cheshire cat is in that. Okay. That's another problem, too. I'm trying to, as I said, I'm trying to do this in the order of the book. Some cool Alice digis. Oh my gosh, there are incredible digis out there. I just bought one. What I buy? Stampinita. No, Stampinita. Well, stamping something digi. But man, there are tons of digis.
Stamperia?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and the digis are really cheap. They're not expensive at all, and I have a decent laser printer, color laser printer. So this is what this is. This is how well it comes out. If you can see this, that's a digi that I downloaded. So that came out.
I do have pliers, Barbara. I was just not reaching for them. But yes, it is. I don't use stiff fabric often. Most of the fabrics that I use are cotton, linen, and wool.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Those are usually the only 3 that I'm working on. And if I'm doing quilting, then I will put a rubber thing on my thumb so I can pull through. Okay, bye, Mary Lou.
Bye, Mary Lou. Enjoy your dinner.
But I don't stitch, and this needle is heavier because I'm using 6 strands of cotton, so it makes it a little bit tougher going through. And I should be using my pliers because Luna, enough. Hey, enough. Lay down. Just a car. That's a 1/4 mile away.
I told you I had some. I guess we determined that they were not embroidery needles. The kind of the when you go in the little squares. Yeah, because they had the big eye to put thread through. But the point's pretty dull. And I told you I tried to. I thought I could. It's dull. I thought I could sharpen it.
Devin wants to know if you've seen the Etsy link she sent you last time.
I don't remember, Devin. I'm sorry. I don't know. And that's all right. So you sent me an Etsy that had Alice digis? Okay. Yeah. No, I don't remember. Last video, because I can go back and check. I'll go look for it. Thank you. I'll go look for it. If it's in the last stream, I can go find that. That would be, yeah. I'll do that. Okay, I'll look. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. See, this graphic is out of the graphic fairies Alice thing. This cat. So we're into the Cheshire cat. And I've got the, see, this is the size of the Digi download, and it has the whole story. I should do that as I could do that as a flip in. Yeah.
Oh, Barbara, are you doing the slow stitch for that? Oh my gosh, I can't think. Through Roxy Creations?
Oh,
That's where I was getting a lot of the prompts for, which March is coming up. I'll be making another sampler page. Anne, can you recite Jabberwocky?
'twas brilliant in the Bard's Grove something. Come to me, my Tobish son. Something like Tobish. I can read it. We got a long time ago when I first started this. I don't even remember. But I got Janet Nash to read the Jabberwocky during her stream one morning, and it was awesome to hear her read it. It was really cool. The Jabberwocky actually is not in Alice in Wonderland. It's in Alice Through the Looking Glass. It's in the separate book. So I would have to do another, I don't know what I get face doing. I'm barely getting through this one. I'd have to do unless I did like a
Beamish
small
Bowl.
Beamish, yes. Come to me, my Beamish boy. Yeah.
What grade did you teach, Anne?
Oh, 7, 8, 9,
Puberty
11.
years.
and 12. But mostly 8th grade American history, and then 11th and 12th grade world religions, world history. And so I was very worldly. And then economics and government. So I was the head of the history department. So I was a history person.
Wow.
But I started out as an English teacher. And nothing's worse than reading 7th grade essays. Just saying. And teaching, 7th graders how to start an essay without using "I will now tell you about." And I would say to them, "I will fail you if you use I." And I did that once, and oh my gosh, this mother got so mad at me. She called the principal. I got in so much trouble. She was so, how dare I fail her? They were twin boys, and they were terrors. And how dare I fail them? She was nasty. But you did that. 'Twas brilliant in the sleely toes to give Gimble in awful waves. On Mimsy were the borough groves and the main raths outgrade. But that's all I remember. Wow. That's very impressive. Wow. I just have to say that I was teaching in New York, and I'm a little sarcastic. Just a little, maybe a lot, but going from New York public school to a private Episcopal academy, and Florida, New York to Florida, was quite a transition. And it was a rough transition, I think. There are on many, not many, but there were several occasions where I probably misspoke. I didn't put up with any crap in my classroom, I'll tell you right now, and just wouldn't put up with it. Now, there were very few disciplinary problems at this private school because parents were paying for their kids to go here, so obviously, but their parents all thought that their children were geniuses, and perfect. And, nobody's perfect. But this woman was, oh man. And she apologized years later. I knew so much more in the 7th grade. I find that hard to believe. But nowadays, it's another whole, let's face it. I mean, I enjoy teaching seniors, but seniors kind of start checking out as early as like November. They've already checked out and graduation is in May, and they're already, thinking, okay, I've got all I need to graduate. Some of them early admittance to college, and they didn't want to do anything. Senioritis attacked real early. And I was just trying to keep them engaged, Yeah, I think, there's a lot of controversy. A lot of those guys were, smoking opium was the drug of choice. Doyle smoked. A lot of the, poets in that period of time, they were smoking a lot of opium. But some purists get very upset when you even imply that they were stoned. And, it's hard to argue that they were not stoned. In Purple Prose, I liked it in the 7th grade, and I wince for that girl. Yeah, I was happy. Oh, I had to read essays, obviously in history. At Holy Trinity, every grade level, they had to do a full-blown research paper starting in the 7th grade. And that meant parenthetical documentation, works cited page. They had to follow the MLA format or the APA format. So every year, and in 7th grade, it had to literally be 7 paragraphs. It was like baby steps. And in the 8th grade, they added some more to it. So by the time they got to seniors and they were assigned like a research paper, now at this point, research papers were, 3,000 to 5,000 words, which is, 5 to 10 typewritten pages, right? They had no problems with it. And a lot of those kids that went off to college would come back and visit, and they would say that they'd be sitting like in a class in college next to a student that had never written a research paper. And they didn't know where to start or how to attempt it. And the kids that graduated from the school that I taught at, they all knew how to do that. What's up, curious people? Well, I can tell you, if I could put my hands on it, but of course I'm not going to be able to, Jasper, but I stamped out, here, favorite quotes. So Curiouser and Curiouser. So that kind of fits. So these are favorite quotes. I love this one. Everything's got a moral if only you can find it. So that's a good one. No wonder you're late. Why, this watch is exactly 2 days slow. So those are, I have stamps for those, but those are Alice in Wonderland quotes. Carol is making a beautiful spring bird to welcome in spring. You need to do a lamb. Maybe I'll do a lamb. Oh, that's for the end of March, right? A storm, right?
It's got husky fluff on it too.
Yeah, I'm an Alice fan too, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do an Alice journal? And it's becoming difficult, and it's my fault. But I'm going to do a tip in with the Cheshire cat. I saw the movie, and the movie came out. I was in London and saw it in London. We thought it was pretty cool. All right, so this is like this digi page is like the whole thing about him talking to Alice. And the best line here is, I have it on. I really should make it bigger. We're all mad here. I think that's true of. Yeah, we are all mad here. We all mad here. That should go into the quotes. So I got all these little pieces. I can stick these over here because this whole thing is in that same chapter of the book. So I'm just going to start gluing down. Oh, you got almost two birds done. Oh, wow, Carol. They are so pretty.
Well, I just cut the second one out so I'd have a pattern because I drew it directly onto the felt instead of a pattern.
Well,
so now I got to trace it onto paper.
Oh. So you're going to, those are pretty big. So they're going to be
4 inches almost.
So there'll be a whole, oh, wow.
It would fit on a journal scroll.
Yeah. Oh, you go, okay. So I thought maybe you'd have one facing the other.
Oh, you could. Just flip it over.
So they could be talking to one another. Chirping to one another.
I'll trace it off. I thought I'd do a giveaway.
Oh, okay. They are so cute. I only have green felt, the kind of felt that you would have on a poker table. I only have one color, green. So
I don't know how many people are here.
Oh, I have no idea. 18.
18?
18 hearty souls. We're hanging in there with us. And I so appreciate it.
Let me pull up.
And if you have not subscribed, I would love you to subscribe to my channel and Carol's channel. I had 491 subscribers, 8 away from 500, and then they keep taking them away. I don't know where they go, who takes them.
What happens is if the people who subscribe to you don't go back and watch a video and leave a comment, the subscription does not stick. So when you subscribe to somebody new, go to their channel, watch a video, or just find the smallest video if you want to, and then leave a comment, and that will make your subscription stick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I learned that a long time ago.
Okay.
I was going to a lot of the growth streams way back when, and that is the one thing that they said is, and to keep the subscriptions to stick, you must go back and watch a video within a certain amount of time, or it doesn't stay, that you'll lose them.
I didn't know that. And I know a lot of people leave comments, and so I went from 491 to 489.
Yeah, so if you got new subscribers but they didn't go back and leave a comment or watch any of your videos, the subscription won't stick and they'll take it away. Knock it off, YouTube.
So the video that they're watching that they subscribe to doesn't count. And
No,
so
they have to go, yeah, they watched it, but they have to go back and leave a comment. For comments are what binds it.
okay, so like if somebody subscribed to my channel tonight, if they went back and just said thank you, right? Or
Because it's in the algorithms. You have subscriptions to people who haven't posted in years, but they did post eventually, at least once. But every now and then they go through and YouTube will do a purge
yeah, I
of
understand.
of a lot of the bots. Basically what they're looking for is bots and stuff like that.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if all these bots that have been floating around
Yeah,
could
they
only,
need to go and check that algorithm out and find how they're getting around doing all that stuff. It's really crazy.
okay. Well, it kind of makes sense, but I never,
I learned a lot when I was going to Pusa Studios, and they did a lot of showcasing channels and different things. So if you liked it, then you can go and subscribe. You watch a little video, and then you leave a comment on that video.
okay. Okay. Well,
It,
so,
Jasper, it depends. Do I lose the hundreds of saved videos? Um, I don't think you lose your saved videos. You just lose your subscription. The people themselves. It's not what you've saved to your own playlist.
right. Yeah. You have to purge your own playlist.
Yeah, pretty much. And well, I don't even want to look at mine.
Right. Well, I mean, you're new. Obviously, I'm only, you and I've just recently met through, the Friday hops, and that's just a recent thing. But you go way back, right? You were on Ustream, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I did. I've been streaming for about 9 years.
Wow. Yeah. Right.
But I deleted my first YouTube channel, which was a mistake because I had quite a few. I would have had all my hours already and everything,
Yeah.
but
So you're basically starting from scratch.
yeah. And I wasn't streaming for a couple of years too, so it was just random videos that I would put up. But now I'm back into the swing of things. My hours are going back up because people are watching my videos,
Yes.
which is what I need people to do because I have enough subscribers. I
Right.
just need the hours of the videos being watched.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. It's 4,000 hours, I think.
Yeah, it is. I'm up to 1,000 now, which is great because I had 0.
Oh, wow. I don't know how many hours I have. I'm not even sure where. I know that's in the analytic page. When you go in there and you look at the analytic page, it's there. But
Okay, before 7 o'clock gets here, I'm going to do a little giveaway. I've got random.org up, and we're going to do, since there's only 20 people approximately, I'll do what happens at 4K hours. I get monetized, which means then super chats can happen. And like I could have people put my PayPal in if they want to donate or whatever, but which is better because if you donate via PayPal, then YouTube doesn't take their share.
yes.
But if you get monetized, then people can do super chats and different things like that. You can to reinvest back into your channel and
Mhm.
create more art.
And
But
every little bit helps, right?
yeah, exactly. Every little bit helps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 prizes. One is my little square house here with my little Canadian maple up here in the
Oh,
corner.
it's so cute.
So, and we're only going to put in numbers once. and I will just do two random.orgs. So 1 to 50, and put in a number from 1 to 50, and the closest one without going over will get the house.
The hoose, as they say in Scotland, the hoose. Hoose, hoose. Now, can you type in go, or you
I
just?
did. I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
I have the, like I said, I have my phone, our stream up on the phone, so it's like another person watching.
Yes, I have us on the iPad too. So I'm watching too. No, you got numbers in. Rhonda put a number in. Jasper did.
How
I
many
see
people?
you go.
People
Come on,
put a
folks.
number in.
Come on, don't be shy. There we go.
Everything's going to the post office on Monday, so I need
Ooh, take advantage of this post office run.
really.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
Only 3 people are interested in the stitching.
Oh, come on. Can I put a number in?
Oh yeah.
No, might not. All right, I will put a number in.
Just a fun little stitching.
What was the range?
1 to 50.
1 through 50. Okay, it is 6:46. So Barbara Clock put 48 in. Okay. I would love that little hoose. I was in Ireland visiting a friend of mine, and they lived in Dublin at the time, and we took one of those bus trips, just to see Ireland by one of those open.
Is that everybody? I'm gonna put in the stop.
Okay. Well, the odds really are going to be great.
Yeah, you have a good chance.
Yeah, and there's 22 people here, and they.
I know. How terrible.
Que
Let's see how
pasa?
close we get. 1 to 50.
Drum roll.
37.
Ooh, 37. That would be
Jasper.
Jasper. Yes.
So Jasper, you'll have to send me your email or
It's
your
your
information.
lucky night.
And now I'm going to generate another number, and you're going to get the bird and the bird's buddy, so you could stitch your own buddy.
Ooh, bird buddies.
23.
23. Let's see. 23.
Oh,
It could
looks
be
like
Jasper
that.
again.
No, lower. That can't go over.
Oh, that's right. Can't go over.
So Rhonda at 13.
Yeah. Yep. Rhonda. Yep.
Okay, let me write this
All right,
down.
Rhonda. You get the birdies, the birds. The birds.
So Jasper's got the Canadian house stitching, and Rhonda gets the bird, and you get to stitch your own bird.
That is so cool. That's so wonderful that you did that.
So Jasper gets the house, the Canadian flag, Canadian maple. Rhonda gets the birds. Hold on.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this page doesn't belong here. I'm gonna. The heck? Oops. Oh. That needs to go in the front. Well, I got some stuff done, and I see something like this. I would want to stitch. I'll stitch this together and then stick it on here so it can open.
You're welcome, everybody. I just make sure, like my email, if you go to my YouTube and you go to my About section, my email is there. You can get it.
Okay.
So for those that won the prizes, they'll be put in an envelope.
And post haste on Monday, which is
Yes.
tomorrow.
Which is tomorrow. So if I don't get it by the time tomorrow comes, then it'll go out later. But
Tomorrow.
you'll get to make your own little bird, and it is reversible, so you can make it face whichever way you want it to face.
Tomorrow's the last day of February. Wow.
The Magical Touch Studio, Jasper. Bye, Devin.
Bye, Devin. Thank you so much. And I'll go look for the Etsy link. I appreciate you doing that for me. I will take a look. Oh, you like?
Yeah, it's a couple more minutes. It'll be 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Next week,
Deb will be back.
Deb will be back from Mexico. And I don't know whether you'll see Alice again for a while, unless I've got other unfinished business that I can tend to, but I don't know whether Alice is going to make the big time appearance next week. I'll have to keep you. You'll have to look at my picture. If it's an Alice picture, then you know this is a big or that I finished it and I'm there just here to do a flip through, but I wouldn't count on that being the case with Alice. But hey, you just never know, right? You just never know.
That's true. You may get that urge.
I might get that urge. I resubscribed to the Bohemian Crafter so I could get the tutorial again, or I could just say, you know what, just do your own thing. But hey, stranger
Okay,
things.
well, thank you, everybody. I'm going to go, and
Yes, I'm going to go too. So
we'll see you tomorrow at Janet's.
yes. And she's back from holiday, so she is
Yeah.
home, because I asked her that this morning. So she is home. So
Night, everybody.
thank you, Carol, so much for
Oh, you're
coming
welcome.
and visiting. So appreciate spending time with you.
Okay, bye-bye.
And I'll say goodbye too. So everyone, take care. Have a good week. And see you out on the internets. Good night.